Hi there, my name's Simon and I'm from Beacon School Support. This is our guide to helping you to get the best results from your online survey, a crucial part of your lunchtime audit. Once you've signed up for a lunchtime audit, we'll get in touch to talk to you about when you want to run your survey, and we'll email you with some important information, including how to log in. We'll also send you our easy-to-follow welcome pack to help guide you through the entire process. To get the most out of your audit, it's really important that you encourage as many pupils, supervisors and staff to complete the survey as possible, and of course leadership. If only a handful of people participate, it's hard to draw statistically significant evidence from their answers. We want to make sure that the survey represents as many of your stakeholders' views as possible, and we don't want certain views to be overrepresented. We found there are 3 key ways of getting plenty of results. Number 1, getting the pupils involved is easy. We find that they enjoy doing the surveys and like to be able to express their opinions. From an organisational point of view, we recommend that leadership timetable each class to complete each survey at a given date and time. This systematic, planned approach means that participation is easily monitored and every child has the opportunity to give their views. For children in Year 3 and above, the questionnaire should be simple enough to perform as a whole class activity, although adult support may be necessary to help less confident readers. For younger children, we recommend that pupils complete the survey in small groups with an adult guiding them through the process, perhaps reading out each question one at a time. Number 2, the biggest barrier for teaching staff tends to be time limitations. So we recommend setting aside 20 minutes during a staff meeting to ensure that the greatest numbers participate and the views collected are representative. Number 3, for lunchtime supervisors, we also recommend that you allocate some time, maybe 20 minutes before or after their normal shift, to complete the survey. This is best done in school as you're able to manage the process, and you can have a technician on hand to help them if they need support with logging in. To encourage complete honesty, we advise that when staff and supervisors complete the survey, the leadership team aren't present, as this sometimes affects the kind of answers that staff and supervisors feel comfortable giving. The leadership team also have their own questionnaire to complete, and it's vital that they log in with the leadership code rather than the staff code. This will be important when we collate the results, as the feedback compares leadership views to every other group who took part. When it comes to your leadership survey, there are a number of approaches you might take. Number 1, the leadership team might take the questionnaire individually, like everybody else. 2, everyone apart from the head teacher completes the survey to avoid the chance that the head's views skew the results of the questionnaire. And 3, the leadership team complete the survey jointly, providing a single unified response. There are pros and cons to each approach, and which one works for your school will depend on your individual situation and management philosophy. The answers provided by each person are truly confidential and anonymous. We cannot work out who gave what answer to any particular question. Once you're organised, it's time to get started. Completing the questionnaires is simple. You'll be presented with a series of statements and you click on the answer that corresponds to how you feel. For example, lunchtime supervisors play games with us. Every question will present the reader with the same 3 answers: no, sometimes, and yes. Just click or tap on the answer that reflects your view. If you don't know how you feel about a statement, just skip it. At the end of the survey, everyone is given the opportunity to mention positive things about school lunchtimes and share their ideas for making things even better. This section is completely optional. Before asking your pupils to complete the survey, we recommend that the teacher runs through some example questions unrelated to lunchtimes with the whole class so they can get used to the format. For instance, ask the children to respond to questions like the following: I enjoy completing my homework at the weekend. I prefer reading to watching television at home. And then ask them to pick an answer from the following options: no, sometimes, and yes. Once they have got the idea, then it's time to move to the online survey. A word of warning: do not ask questions related to lunchtimes at this point, as this could accidentally prime the children with certain answers and skew the results of the survey. To give you a head start and encourage maximum participation, we include lots of sample letters in our welcome pack. These will tell each group exactly how they log in with their unique codes. We also provide further guidance for teachers and teaching assistants about how to explain the process to the children. We've also put together a sample assembly lesson plan to help you introduce the survey to the children. Feel free to change the format and wording of these however you want. It's your survey. When your survey reaches its end date, no one else will be able to log in and register their views. We will then start crunching the numbers, collating and analysing the data at our end. Shortly afterwards, we'll provide you with a report on what each group collectively said, an analysis of how closely each group's views are aligned with the views of your management team, and the results will be a strong body of evidence that you can use to guide your future decision making and help you formulate and improve policy and practice. The more people you get involved, the better quality your audit will be. Of course, if you have any technical questions, you can always get in touch with us through the website. Schools that have already been through the lunchtime process have fed back that it's been extremely valuable and a very worthwhile process and have recommended it to others. My name's Simon, I'm from Beacon School Support, and that was my guide to running a successful lunchtime online survey. Goodbye, and thanks for listening.